retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Take for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. Time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Oh, it's so good. It's just a good intro. I love it every time. What's good, PA?
Not the question to ask over here because ain't much. So
next, not much happening. Next question. Well, welcome back. It is another ADRL podcast, and I'm Dr. Fears.
I'm Prince Adam,
and it is Thursday night, not to be confused with Tuesday night podcast. Appreciate everybody joining in. So normally we have a guest. I would say normally. A lot of times we have a guest. This week's been a little crazy. I'm not secured a guest this week, but that's okay because I think we've had lots of good guests over the past few months. So this episode, just want to kind of run through everything as far as our next two events. As you can see behind me, Rocket City Drags, October 25th and 26th at Rocket City Dragway. Been talking to Dave, a lot of racers involved. Been getting a lot of inquiries from dragsters to door slammers. So pretty excited about that. I think we're up to 17 door slammers, and I'm sure you know how that works, PA. It's always, we don't know till last minute. So that's locked in. We have 17 locked in. And then usually there's a handful of kind of roll in that we never knew about. Maybe they didn't have Facebook or emails or something. So shit, we might have well over 20 door cars, man. That'd be super awesome. I'm excited about that. Make some competition. And then as far as dragsters go, unfortunately, Charles won't be able to make it. He's fighting all that mess down there in North Carolina, but he said he's in good spirits and they're kind of getting everything put back together. So they're doing all right down there. But we're grateful that Charles made it through all right down there, and to anybody else that's dealing with that down there. Prayers to you guys. So we've got. We might have enough for, depending. We might be making I'd like to shoot for a 16-car field for dragsters. I'm just not sure if that's going to happen. We might end up at around an 8-car field, and that's okay, right? So, I mean, what are we going to do there? And then, as everybody may or may not know, we are partnering with Tyler and Brian from The Verge, Quick Outlaw Series. Super excited to have them with us. They run a very tight ship. Had an opportunity to see one of their events, and they do very well. They are bringing 470, 450, and then 2 junior classes. So I'll kind of get a good mix of everything. 470 and 450 classes, great classes. I think it's a great pairing with our no rules, run what you brung classes. John, what's good, brother? By the way, Dan Lucas is doing great after surgery. Oh, good.
Carol Lucas.
Oh, you know what's funny is it says, by the way, Lucas is doing great after surgery.
Still good news either way.
Either way, that's good. Well, I was actually, for a second, my brain flipped to, well, I guess if he hasn't made it public, then I probably shouldn't say anything. But somebody I've been talking to is not only himself has gone under the knife this week on Monday, but his parents are struggling with some issues as well, and he's in the racing community. Yo, what up, Rodney? And I'm Papa Pig. Anyways, or Daddy Pig. I think it's Daddy Pig. So good. Glad to hear that. So this pairing up with The Verge, it's going to be a great event. I know they're going to bring at least between the 2 junior dragster classes and the 2 other classes, 100 plus cars. So for spectators, how is Stubby? I don't know. I'll be frank, Rodney. I'm not sure who goes by Stubby. I know Hank Stubbs, and I think Hank is doing well from what I know, but I don't know if he goes by Stubby. So I'll wait for a response on that one. I keep banging the table. I apologize. PA, I know that's loud and annoying. Hank's good. Unless something lately or recently, I don't get a lot of, it's weird how in Facebook, you only get like 5% or 10% of your friends. And it's hard to keep up on everybody because the algorithm just doesn't feed you everybody's. It's not like you get a new, fresh, up-to-date feed from everybody that's on there. So hopefully Hank is okay. I'm not aware that he's had any health issues or done anything lately. Adam?
Just seen Anniversary. That was the only thing I'd seen recently.
Yeah, absolutely. So, last I talked to him, he was getting some shots in. He was feeling fine, man. He was doing good. Ready to see some cars crush that record at
Rocket City.
Yeah, Rocket City. Heck yeah. So Dave has assured me that track prep is good and tight, and it's going to be rocking and rolling. So we're excited about that. So we'll have a good 100, and altogether the event should have 125 plus cars. The weather is going to be really good. A lot of series are over. So that's going to be a killer event. Oh, there's that PC Matic thing. That is awesome. Hank is fine. Okay, great. Real quick, for anybody that's coming to Rocket City Drags Friday night, we are going to do a trunk or treat. So racers, if you plan to attend, bring some candy and whatnot for the kids that are coming out. So that way we can have something for them to, it's trunk or treat or pit or treat. Yeah, trunk or treat. Yeah, that's okay. However, so we are getting involved in the community. Dave at Rocket City has really been helpful. He's put me in touch with the principal and some other guys in the community shakedown. Going to be what time? Noon till 3. It's 11 to 4, I think is what we did. Or Adam, can you refresh my mind? I got so much going through my, is it 11 to 4 or noon to 4? Did I make it?
Since you changed it
Yeah.
the last time. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's 11 to 4 or 11 to 3.
I think it's 3.
Is it 3?
I'm almost positive.
11 to 3. It's very possible. And hey, nothing to say that
11 to 4.
11 to 4.
Spectator gate. Okay.
Okay. Yep. 11 to 4. So thank you for the question. Yes. So we'll have test and tune 11 to 4 on, yes, 3 rounds of qualifying. Yeah. We'll do some qualifying on Friday night, and then Saturday, 2 rounds of qualifying early in the morning. Verge will get a head start on that just to get their guys going through. And then looking to start racing or do eliminations probably around 3. We're going to play it by ear. I've got Adam and I have talked about some things for the event, maybe how to structure a few things. So we'll play it by ear, but tentatively that's the schedule we'll like to go by. In the big scheme of things, you may or may not know it, but there's a subdivision. I mean, literally a couple hundred yards from the end of the track on the other side of the woods. So out of respect, Dave, just, he's got an absolute, I don't give a whatever happening, kind of mindset past 11, but we're really going to try to, track's going to be hot. We're really going to try to keep it at around 9 o'clock. I'd love to see 8 or 9 o'clock. Prince Adam and I have certainly seen way later. And we'd like to enjoy our time. We want to have an opportunity to go hang out in the pits and have the night when the racing's done, winter circle's done, checks are written out, everybody's in the pits having beers and eating food and having a great time. That's really kind of what I'm looking forward to. So anybody that's watching, any of you 470, 450 or juniors that may be there on Friday, bring some candy. Brian, if you're watching, Tyler, if you're watching, let the guys know and have them breed some candy, have them decorate their pits a little bit if they want to get a little festive. And maybe we'll throw a little bit of money for the best decorated pit. And, let's just make it a good time. So we're getting the local community involved, probably have some middle school kids come out and sing the national anthem and, just have a good old family fun time. That's I think, important for us. And then, so that's Rocket City Drags. That's going to be a really, really good event. Now, XRP, that is going to be another killer event. These 2 events are most likely going to be, they are going to be spectacular, banger, heavy hitting, fast ET, record breaking events. And I believe that. Right now, have y'all worked out if it's going to be like one in Montgomery, 25 to park and free admission? Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. So it is free admission. It'll be $30 to park for a spectator. $30 to park for a spectator, free admission. I've already fielded a million of those questions, and I am getting a flyer to get out and post it on the Facebook page so everybody knows. But spread the word. $30 to park. No spectator fee. Track operation is much better than before. 3 to 4 days a week. Motorcycle used to push folks off. To court hearing with, what's that say, Adam? Went to court hearing
with neighbors over the track 3 times in 14 years. So it looks like there's been attempts at noise ordinances being passed and things like that. But
yeah.
So far, so good.
There is no 2-day pass. No, we decided not to do a 2-day pass, and for a lot of reasons. It's not selfish reasons. It's really more for resource reasons. We got a small army. It's Adam and I. And Chris Billadou. Chris, if you're watching, we've got a new member that we're bringing on board to come help. Now, Eddie is going to be around. Wade is going to be around. Eddie and Wade, kind of our tech guys / competition directors, they'll be helping out. Not that Brian and Tyler need help, but just from in general, just a little help. $30 per day. Yeah, per carload. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then right now I'm working on getting an aerial view of the track from an updated aerial view. Hopefully it's like a drone view of like the most recent drone view of the track. And then we can get that color coded and then talk about pricing for VIP and campers. So we're working through some of the final details there, but right now it's $30 a park. If you're a spectator, whether it's a bicycle or a bus, doesn't matter, as everybody knows. So I'd recommend bringing as many people as possible if you're a local person. It just makes more sense. Let's see. Anything else about the race that I'm missing, PA? Anything that you could think of? Oh, I know one
Nothing
thing.
coming to mind.
Just a reminder, and I think everybody already knows this, the Pro Nitrous and Pro Extreme class are going to be combined. Yes, I have an answer, just not right this second on golf carts, Rodney. I think, Adam, we talked about anybody bringing a golf cart, yes, would pay X amount, but they'd have to park down if they're bringing a trailer or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Something
about
along those
previously having all those to a VIP type spot.
Yep.
So that it doesn't take up or complicate things in just the standard flow of the general admission.
Yeah,
traffic.
that's right. Yep, that's right. Because we know a lot of folks are going to bring golf carts, so we definitely want you guys to be able to bring a golf cart. There'll just be a small fee to do that, or a small price fee, nominal
I
fee.
think it's pretty common in most all tracks that there'd be some sort of fee associated with it.
Yeah, for sure. What we don't want is as everybody knows, we don't want the pits getting crazy with a whole bunch of golf carts. And Dave is super hardcore about who's driving golf carts on the property from insurance standpoints, because I guess he's had an incident or two where there are underage kids driving and running into cars and stuff. Hey, Lindsay. So keep that in mind. But again, we are combining the Pro Nitrous and the Pro Extreme class. So just keep that in mind. If you're a Pro Nitrous or Pro Extreme guy, just keep that in mind. Everybody's running against each other. So it should make a nice competitive heavy field, especially Doug Reister coming in. A lot of nitrous guys. Now we have a turbo guy showing up. That should be pretty good. So it's going to be excellent. What was that last comment, PA, from Travis?
Too much traffic, small
Right,
track.
too much traffic,
The
small
handicap, I understand. People ride the pits all day.
Yep, for sure. All right, cool. And then we will also, so after Rocket City Drags, November 15th and 16th at XRP, Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris, Texas. We'll be visiting Clyde's track down there, tightest track in the country. That is going to be a banger. I know that Keith Haney said that he can't make it to Huntsville, but he would be going to XRP. Frankie Taylor, unfortunately, not able to make it to Huntsville. Actually, he might. He wasn't 100% for sure, but knew definitively that he was going to be at XRP. So we're going to have some No Prep King guys down there as well. And it's going to be just a really great event. And in true spirit of ADRL, it'll be the same thing. Free tickets. Let me rephrase that. Free spectator entry. Just pay for parking. So, and it'll be fairly similar, but we want to get that going, kind of get the wheels spinning on that, get that promoted, because that's going to be an awesome race too.
No clue what show that
Outer Banks. Lindsay, I don't know if there's new episodes or not, and I would be lying if I said that I hadn't watched maybe some of those episodes with my wife. And I did get sucked in maybe a couple times. So yeah, PA doesn't get brought into those doors per se. So, those doors aren't even visible. He's in a whole different he's in a whole different world.
A whole different entertainment world. And in fact, suggestions almost repel me from watching something.
All the garbage out there. I won't do that. Yes, new season 4. Oh boy. Well, I guarantee that if that's the case, we may end up going upstairs. I go upstairs and my wife will be watching it, I'm sure. No, the only series I've kind of gotten into was Cobra Kai. Love it. But, I'm a retro kind of dude, so I like that stuff, as PA can attest. Music and 80s. I love it.
Evening, Dan.
Mr. Lucas, what's good? I love that picture of you doing a wheelie in your dragster. It's good stuff. When I saw that one, I was like, oh, definitely using that one.
Glad to hear things went good with Carol.
Yes, we're glad to hear that, brother. So that is what's going on. So again, anybody that is planning on coming to Huntsville, let's be festive. Let's dress up. I know PA and the Trolsons, James, and everybody is going to be dressing up. It'll be fun. I'm going to have a costume. I'm not exactly sure. Hope it's very possible I could potentially get my brother to come down and do some special effects makeup art. That'd be super cool. But if you are coming, bring some candy. Let's decorate the pits a little bit. We're going to have families and stuff out there on Friday night to do trunk or treat. So that'll be a really good time. Need to rate out to Jeffrey Walker. He can help with some of the Outlaw Pro mods getting in there. Oh, you're absolutely right, Gary. Actually, Jeffrey and I have talked quite a bit. However, that pool of pro mods is kind of small. It seems like everybody knows each other. It's a very, very small world. Do you think you'll be able to pick up more cars with the folding of the other two promoters? I don't know. I don't know that. I think the NMCA potentially, yes, NMCA. I think the Northeast Outlaw Pro Mod Association, those guys are just far up north, and we're kind of in the Midwest heart of the pro mods down here. So it's not to say that we couldn't do a show up in the north and the Northeast. I know the guys in the South, and that would be a big jump off for us, right? Because we don't necessarily know anybody up there. Not that we couldn't talk to John or somebody up there or whoever may take it over and, maybe do something with those guys. But I don't think down here with what we got planned next year that we would pick up any of the Northeast guys. The NMCA guys, I do believe, I know they have a rules package. They don't have, a grassroots, run what you brung, no weight kind of class, I don't think, in any of their NMCA classes. But it's not hard to strip off the weight. Like I told Keith Haney, I was like, hey, why don't you strip off all that dead skin off Black Mamba and bring it down and run it? And he's like, yes, I will. He goes, I'll be at XRP. So it's cool. It's shaping up. This community is great. Everybody is down to play. I know everybody's doing their series and they got going on what's going on, but I love these. This might shape up. Looks like it is shaping up to be 2 really good months out of the year to have some events. So XRP and when it's cold and Huntsville when it's cold. So track should be nice and tight. So we'll see. Hopefully we can pick up some people. I messaged Bob Glenn, who's one of our champ. He won our Valdosta event. And I reached out to him and said, hey, if you know any guys that want to come run with us, bring them on out, or reach out to them at least and see if they want to come run with us. The idea is to, and it's interesting because I was supposed to meet up with Raleigh. I was supposed to get a call from Raleigh, who manages all of the schedule for the NMCA. And I was like, oh, I never got a call from him. Like he just never called. And I was like, oh. And then a couple days later, that news. So I was like, oh, well, that kind of pieces it together. We were supposed to talk and kind of discuss schedules so that we didn't put schedules on top of each other. But yeah, so I don't think that we will be putting schedules on top of each other at this point. So, if anybody knows any of those NMCA guys, tell them to come out, strip their weight, retune it up, and let's get outlaw, baby. Let's get outlaw. Let's get some fast ETs going. I do see PDRA out there. We see you. I see PDRA out there laying down some 58s. That's pretty good. I might have even seen a 57. I don't know if that was Stevie Fast. Did he lay down a 57 or was that a 58?
Not sure on that one, but yeah, and that's not too slow with weight on.
Yeah, that's not slow with weight on at all. So, yeah, boy, that's pretty quick. So, love to see some of those guys come out. But XRP, it's going to be another great event. So, right after Huntsville, again, we'll be at Extreme Raceway Park, Clyde Scott's track, tightest track in the country. We'll be down there November 15th and 16th, only a few short weeks right after Huntsville. So we'll be rocking and rolling, and then it'll be going to PRI, then a little bit of a break for Christmas, New Year's, and we'll be rocking and rolling again come April. Come April, we'll be right back at it again. So it's going to be a good time. Am I missing anything, PA?
Nothing I can think of.
No, me neither. So again, just one last time, Rocket City Drags, October 25th and 26th. Dress up, have some fun, decorate the pits. Friday night, we're going to do a trunk or treat. We'll be bringing the local kids out, local schools. They'll be singing the national anthem. We'll have some fun, get them engaged, take their pictures in front of the winner's circle, do all that kind of fun stuff. And then Saturday, we're going to get to racing, and we're just going to have an awesome, awesome time, guys. Let's have fun. That's the mission. Let's make this about the event, right? Let's. I know you racers are competitive. I know you're in the mode. You're there to kick some ass, and I get it, and I love it, and I respect it. However, in the big scheme of things, as Joker would say, why so serious? Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. Uncle Steve, what's good, brother? ADRL.
Steve.
So yeah, let's do it. Let's have a great time. And I'm really excited. Huntsville's right around the corner. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. If you you'll probably start seeing some ads for it, and maybe even a radio station. If anybody's got a recommendation on maybe, and I wasn't going to do any radio stations, but I've talked to a few people, and believe it or not, I guess there are a lot of people in Huntsville listen to the radio. I don't know. It wasn't that way per se in Montgomery. But I mean, I guess they did, but just not a huge turnout on the radio ads. So if anybody's got a recommendation per se for a radio station for Huntsville that they know is most popular, like Adam, I'd say here it's like KSHE, Joy FM, and probably The Point. Well, then you've got 103.
I don't even know if the stations are the way that I remember them when I last listened to radio. It's great. Why would I don't like listening to commercials, so why am I doing that?
Right. Yeah, I force myself to I just change it when I hear a commercial. I'm like, you're not gonna sell me. I'm not gonna listen to it. Let's see what else. Other than that, just want to say we're praying for everybody in Florida. I know that was a huge mess. They've had 28 confirmed tornadoes down there. 130 tornado warnings, but 28 touchdown. It didn't seem like the storm surge was quite as bad as they were predicting it to be. It was similar to what it was before, but I know Bradenton took a hit. It looked like Victor's stands were kind of laying out at the starting line, sort of kind of like what happened at Gateway. They had a shed kind of crumble and some other stuff. So, hopefully they can get their stuff shaped out there pretty good. We rolling out here in California, getting my schedule fixed. So I'm going to make it to Huntsville. Yeah, baby. Can't wait to see you in Huntsville, Uncle Steve. And so, they're making it down there. I've got quite a few friends that live down in that area, and of course, my friends, all of them stayed. Nobody evacuated. Well, I take that back. Dave and Julia Williams ended up going down to Miami. As Tim Seegers, he live up in Hartsville. What's that say? PM missing some more.
The station's up that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so praying for everybody down there in Florida. Hope everybody is that decide to stay in is good. Reach out if you need any help. We're all thinking about you guys. I know that was a pretty brutal direct hit, and just thinking about everybody that's had issues here in the past month or so. So other than that, PA, I'm good, brother. Do you have anything, my man?
None on my side.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Much love, and we will see you next Thursday. If not, we'll see you on the Tuesday night podcast, After Hours, where we say what we want and do what we want and talk about what we want. And if you're easily offended, we suggest not jumping in because it's politics, religion, women, history, locker room talk, slightly inappropriate, but it's after hours. So, it's a good time. It's still a good time. We still have fun. So rocket time. So other than that, I'm Dr. Fears.
I'm Prince Adam.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace and